future, obviously, that won't be possible, but for this first version, that will be possible. So, I'm actually not sure. I may have done this the wrong way. I'm not sure how I installed OwnCloud. If I installed OwnCloud with a package, then that's bad. If I installed OwnCloud manually, then that's good. Usually I do a manual install, but I might have gone crazy and used a package. So, let's cd var www cd html. Okay, it looks like I installed this manually. Actually, apt-get check if package is installed. And I am, oh sweet, this is on Debian, not Ubuntu. Cool. dpkg-l OwnCloud. No packages found matching OwnCloud. Alright, OwnCloud is actually a package. Well, it's a package in Ubuntu. I don't know if it's a package in Debian or not, but I did not install OwnCloud using the package, if there is one. I installed OwnCloud by downloading the archive file, right? Classic way of installing the OwnCloud server. This is what I did. I downloaded this tarball, and then I extracted it and uploaded it. I know you're supposed to upload it and then extract it. I might have done that. I did one of those two things, and then I ended up with just all the files on the server that I have to update manually. That's what I want. So for Nextcloud, we're just going to try this. Alright, so we click download, and it just sends us the download, the zip file. I like that. See, on the OwnCloud website, you click download, and you get all this crap, like trying to tell you to do web installers or packages. This one, I guess they haven't set all of that up yet. Yeah, they just have the zip file available for download. So that's cool. So now we're going to open this zip file up, and I'm actually going to extract it first, and then upload all the files. You can do it either way, but you know, this is the way that I'm going to do it. You can upload this and then extract it if you want to. I just don't want to have to Google the commands to extract a zip file, and this is a zip file, not a tarball. Oh, yeah, it's a zip file you get by default. Normally I would have chosen the tarball, but I didn't get this pop-up. I just clicked the download button, which links to a zip file. That's fine. Look, now we've got this Nextcloud folder. So now we're going to open up another tool that I use called FTP Client. And this makes DigitalOcean droplets really useful and easy to interact with. So, oh, I just connected to our web server. That's not what I wanted. All right, host SFTP, because I don't actually have an FTP server. We're going over SSH here. Cloud.nerdonthestreet.com, and I am going to block out, oh no, I don't have to. Pay no attention to my babbling. All right. Sweet. /Nextcloud. Alright, so we're going to go to our web server directory, var www.html, and I am using Apache because that's what I'm comfortable with, so that's what I usually use. That's what I'm used to. I've used Nginx for non-web server things, and actually I have used it for web servers in the past as well, but alright, upgrading Nextcloud. Now Nextcloud, one of the things the developers said was they wanted it to be easier to update, and I love that because my biggest complaint about OwnCloud was that too often there were updates that broke things or that took a lot of work to install. Alright, here we go. OwnCloud will be updated. Oh, this is an OwnCloud. So they must have just forked the OwnCloud documentation because this is an OwnCloud screenshot right here. That's awkward. Maybe they like ran a find and replace for text, changing OwnCloud to Nextcloud, but yeah, it wouldn't have changed the screenshot, obviously. Alright, cool. We've got a community how-to. That's always nice to see. I think, is this a Discourse installation? Yeah, this is a Discourse installation, so that's cool. Not to be confused with Discord. Discourse is it's a nice forum software. It doesn't run on PHP, it runs on some other crazy thing, so I haven't been able to install it myself. Alright, delete everything from the OwnCloud folder except data in config. Okay, so before we do this, here's what I'll do. I'm going to take a backup of the OwnCloud folder. So cd .. and cp HTML. So copy HTML to HTML backup. Alright. Got to do -r for -recursive. There we go. The copy command does not copy directories by default. You have to pass the recursive flag there. So now, if we refresh our view here, then we'll have another, nope, go over here. There we go. Now we can see we've got another folder with all the same stuff. So now we can delete things, and it should be fine. We'll be able to restore later. Alright, delete everything from the OwnCloud folder except data and config. Okay, now we don't actually have our data folder here because I do keep the data folder outside of the web directory folder. You might say that showing you guys this stuff on video, showing you guys the stuff on video isn't great for security, but at least I keep my data folder outside of the web folder. Delete all of that. Oh, I should have done that through the command line. Alright, this is gonna take FileZilla really takes a while when you're doing things with large amounts of files, because FileZilla is now going to go through and find every single file and delete them all individually, recursively. Whereas if I had done this on the command line, it would be done by now. So if you're doing this at home, then here's what you should do: cd into your HTML folder, and then rm-r, let's say third party, and I would go folder by folder because you don't want to accidentally delete the config folder, but yeah, rm-r third party, and then rm-r apps. Just like the copy command, by default the remove command does not work with folders or directories, it only works with files. So yeah, just pass the recursive command and then it will work with folders. There's also remove directory, that's a command, but I don't think it works with directories that actually have files in them. So I find the easiest way is rm-r. But yeah, that's what you should do if you're doing this. Don't do it through FileZilla like I did, because now I'm going to have to sit here and watch. The good news is our recording software is still working, and this video isn't stupidly long yet, so yeah, I'll let you guys know when this is done. Alright, that took quite a while, as you can see by the clock down in the corner of my screen, but it did finish, so now we get to do something that's probably going to take just about as long, just to download Nextcloud 9 release, put the files into the folder where the OwnCloud files were before, and then we'll trigger the update. So everything except for the config folder, drag on into here, and that is going to take almost just as long because once again it does every single file recursively, individually, and this is why it would probably be better to put the zip file or the tarball on your server first and then extract it when it's already on the server, rather than uploading all of the files like this. I'm doing it the slow way because I actually didn't even consider that would be a problem until I had already dragged it over, and obviously since we're on camera I can't go back on that now. So I'll let you guys know when these are all done uploading. Okay, that finally finished copying, and you can once again take a look at my system clock if you want to know how long that took. Yeah, I would highly recommend copying that compressed file to your server and then unzipping it there, rather than doing it on your client. But now that we're done with that, the next thing we have to do is trigger the update either via OCC or via web. Now normally I do this via web, so just for consistency's sake we're going to cloud.nerdonthestreet.com/update.php, I think. Nope, not update.php. Maybe it's just our root. Is it just here? Alright, well, directory permissions are wrong. So give web server write access to the apps directory. Okay, we're going to go to the installation section of this documentation now, and so we're dealing with the www data user. And alright, copy and run this script to set all the proper permissions. Great. Okay, well, let's go ahead and let's copy the script. So I'm going to cd/root nano script I should be more descriptive than that. Nano permissions.sh. Alright, copy the script. Can I copy into this? Can I copy into this? Let's see if this works. Paste. Yeah, I can. Sweet. Alright, and I know you're not supposed to just copy and paste things and run them off the internet like that, but we can see very clearly what we're doing here. OC path is var/www/, and once again, this script is still written for OwnCloud, not Nextcloud, but it should work anyway. /HTML. Alright, user www.data, group www.data, root is of course root, and yeah, we're setting creating possible missing directories. We do not want to create the data directory because we're not using that. But the other stuff, let's not do that stuff. We don't want to create any directories actually. So chmod files and directories, that is what we want to do. And then chown directories, we want to do all of that, except once again our data folder is not within this folder, so we will get rid of that line. And then ocpath /occ, chmod, htaccess, and alright, everything else should be good. So, sh permissions.sh. Okay, we'll get rid of the assets folder then. So we will edit the script again, and yeah, there's... Alright. Yeah, is there an assets? Yeah, there's no assets folder here, so that must just be an outdated script. But yeah, that should have set the permissions correctly. So now we will load this up again. Alright, cool. So after you copy those files over and set the permissions properly, and the only reason I use that script rather than setting the permissions is because honestly I don't have the chown syntax memorized at this point. I'm sure eventually I'll have that memorized, but I've done chown in the past, but yeah, it's safer sometimes just to do what the script tells you to, rather than if you don't know what you're doing, you can mess stuff up. Alright, Nextcloud will be updated to version 9.0.50. Please make sure that the database, the config folder, and the data folder have been backed up. Alright, the data folder hasn't technically been backed up. Even though the server is in production, it's an internal thing. This isn't open to the public, so even if the data folder were to get messed up somehow, which I'm sure it won't, then it wouldn't be the end of the world. Alright, so yeah, normally you do want to do this on the command line, in a terminal, you know. But yeah, I usually do it through the web, so we'll just do it through the web this time. And... Alright. Database. So yeah, I'll just be happy if nothing breaks that was working before for this release. Alright, following apps have been disabled, calendar, documents, OwnNote, registration. Alright, and the first thing I'm going to do is re-enable all of those, especially OwnNote I've taken to using quite often, so yeah, all OwnCloud apps as of now should work with Nextcloud as well, so that's cool. Reload the page like it tells us to. Alright, and we log in here, and sweet. And I do like this, the new look. Honestly, I don't buy into the whole flat look, like, as much as a lot of people do, but it's cool that they've got, you know, a look that matches all the other modern stuff out there. And as you can see, our document...
Dad, you got clothes on the dryer, right?
I got that one.
Huh?
Where's the other one?
Dad, you got clothes on the dryer, right? No.
So you got everything there.
Everything's there, but. But? Huh? Doesn't work?
What? Yeah, I got it working on YouTube. But for some reason, the Twitch thing is not going through. You know, for the API?